I'm going to make a quick video for potential eBay bidders to look at and try to give you a nice detailed overview of the guitar that you're looking at. As you can see in this view, I've got two of them. The one on the left is the one I bought initially. I bought that about a year ago, and that's the one that I'm selling. And I'm not selling it because I was unhappy with it. On the contrary, I was so pleased with the guitar, I contacted the builder and asked him if he could build another one. And the primary reason I did that is I wanted my name on the headstock, as you can see here. So I just thought that would be something cool to do. And I certainly don't need two of them. As you can see, they're nearly identical. The wood on this guitar is called monkey pod. You can Google that. It's an indigenous wood from that part of the world. The builder called it Arcadia koa, and it does look like koa, but it's not koa. It is its own species of wood. It has the density of mahogany and the tonal quality, so if you've ever played a mahogany acoustic, that's kind of what it's going to sound like. Now, what sets this guitar apart is the crazy inlay work that he's done here. As you can see, he's got abalone around the rosette, and it's also around the binding here. But what he did on the fretboard is just amazing. This is a dragon. It runs all the way up the headstock and then finishes out on, all the way up the fretboard and ends up on the headstock with the head of the dragon and his tongue sticking out. And the guy just did a fantastic job. I can only get so close with this camera without it going out of focus, but it's just really unique and cool. Looking at the guitar sideways, you can see it's a little bit shallower guitar, which makes it very comfortable to play. And there's certainly no tonal qualities lost here. This guitar sounds every bit as good as my $3,000 Taylor. Here's a look at the back of the guitar. Again, just really great, crazy grains in this wood. The neck is a one-piece neck. It is a 1 3/4 inch width at the nut, just like a Taylor. The thickness of this neck, it's a little bit thicker. I'd say the guitar feels, at least from the thickness, it feels more like a Martin than it does a Taylor. You may have seen guitars from this builder for sale on the internet. I'm guessing he probably builds a couple dozen of these a year. It costs you $150 just to get the guitar shipped over here. So in buying it from me, you're going to save that cost. Plus, you'll have peace of mind knowing that you're buying a guitar that's already in the country and it's been here long enough to get accustomed to the climate over here. You know, it's much more humid in that part of the world, and I had been told that sometimes when guitars come over here that the humidity differences could cause cracks and things like that. But this guitar's been here for a year. I've had no problem with it whatsoever. And it's in nearly new condition. There's a couple of superficial scratches that are probably too small to even capture on my camera. But the guitar's in great shape. It's got a nice gloss finish. I'll try to get some of that with the angle here that I'm getting. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Now, I'm going to close this video out, and I'm going to play the guitar for you to give you some idea of what it sounds like. Okay, so in this part of the video, I want to try to give you some idea of the sound of the guitar. Bear in mind, I am recording this on an iPhone with an iPhone microphone. There's no external mics in the room. Also, I've got very light gauge strings on here. I think these are 10s. I personally like my acoustics to feel like electric, so I set them up with very low action, which this guitar has, and but I still think it sounds pretty good. Of course, most acoustic players might want to use 11s or even 12s, and that's going to beef up the sound even more. But here's a few open chords for you to hear. guitar sounds great. It sounds every bit as good as my $3,000 Taylor. Here's some individual notes. Okay, so that will include this part of the video. The guitar will ship in a nice heavy gig bag, and I have a wooden box it's going to ship in. It's the same box the new one I just got came in from Vietnam. It's like an 1/8 or maybe even 1/4 inch thick plywood veneer, so the guitar will be packaged very well. You won't have to worry about it getting damaged. And if you have any other questions about it, just shoot me an email through the eBay question and answer option, and I'll be happy to answer any more questions you have. Thanks for watching my video.